A sugar foot stance or shooting stance is what I use to create penetration. I can wrestle out of it, but it's more or less used to shoot and penetrate through my opponent's hips. But a sugar foot stance is here. I'm going to stagger one. Similar to a square stance, I check my height by straight arm, fingertip, and I'm right in here, in this direction. Now, the thing about a sugar foot is I get great power going through my opponent. It helps me my level change. And if I'm in a square stance to attack my opponent, I have to at some point drop into a sugar foot stance to penetrate through him. You don't get as much lateral motion out of a sugar foot stance, but you need to work between the two, between square and sugar foot. Again, I check my height, I move here, careful not to cross your feet too much. I can circle in this position right here, and a sugar foot gives me a lot of motion where I can set up level changes in here, faking my opponent and moving. Athletes should be on their toes, right, heels off the mat, and I'm able to circle right in here. I'm not against changing feet. Sometimes it's okay for that guy to bring that back foot up and now switch his stance up a little bit. I know some coaches will disagree with that, but I've seen a lot of athletes who have a lot of success changing their feet and using that sugar foot out of both areas. Again, if I'm wrestling Jake here and I want to attempt to make an offensive attack, I have to drop in at some point into my sugar foot. So starting from it, that sugar foot, when I make my level change, I want to take my chest to my knee, my power comes from the back, but a sugar foot stance gives you that penetration step that you need and that level change to clear past his defenses, which are his head and his hands. So athletes need to be able to maneuver between sugar foot and a square stance when wrestling.